So, over to you, William. Pull out the slides. Okay.
I'm waiting for the slides.
Okay.
Okay, just want to share with you that how we get very actively involved in IR was not a deliberate kind of approach. It was more like coincidence. And in case you all don't know, oh, okay.
Right. Yeah.
We actually are one of what PIAP mentions, VWO, a voluntary welfare organization.
You can come over here.
Yeah.
So maybe easier.
Okay.
Right.
So that being the case, we are always under resource constraint. We are not really very rich like some of the hospital. So if you want to do things, we always look for sponsors and things like that. So one of the day, I happened to be one of you attended a day session and get IR officer research. And of course, one thing is another. Then I get to know, wow, there's so much money available. Let's do some projects together with that. And that's why it becomes like that. So it's not a very proper planning approach, it's also like consider.
Okay, great.
All right. Oh, okay, okay, anyone knows about us? The commercial hospital?
I know.
Okay. You know where were we established? I think that we are even older than Singapore.
Wow.
So actually, we are one of the VWOs. Probably, in fact, it is one. Although we are called hospital, but we no longer perform the role of the community hospital. We are now a major nursing home site with almost about 600 over beds. Because we are still expanding, new sites will be one and another nursing home will be at Papa Pasir. So by the time 2 years down the road, I think we should have about 1,000 plus beds. So we are not just a nursing home, we do have rehabilitation center, we do have PCN, we have a senior care center and home care services. So maybe I didn't do intensive assessment. We are, unlike the acute side, we are doing a lot of step-down care for old people. So normally people come here to stay throughout, they don't go out. Very seldom now. Whereas hospital, acute hospital, you come for treatment, you leave the place. So that's the difference as well. So much for that. Okay. I'm not going to go so much on no my please because
Yeah, sorry.
I'm actually wanting to relate some of our personal experience in the learning and training space. That's what I prepared for this sharing for. Our sector is always facing a lot of challenges. One of the big problems is the manpower crunch. People don't really stay very long because we don't pay very well. So they normally take us as a place and then they don't go to the hospital. So they get training, they get experience. And therefore, because of that, it will expand knowledge gap. And of course, people always keep looking for people to fill out the talent that we lost. I'm going to talk more on nurses because we don't have a lot of doctors. In fact, our doctors are locals and things like that. So, nurses in our environment works shift. So that presents a large challenge because already manpower can't. You want to send them for upgrading or skill building is quite difficult to get them together. So that's a lot of very, very big challenge. Of course, we do have the rate circle is more on ourselves or nurses because most of them come from very compliance work. They don't really have a lot of good thinking capability or critical thinking skills. Most of the time, they rely heavily on the seniors for decision making. I think obviously it's because healthcare is a serious thing. You cannot afford to make mistakes. That's why they tend to behave likewise on making decision and things like that. Before I came to commercial and the contracting before, I was in the public sector for quite a fair bit of years. As when I joined commercial, I was having a cultural shock as well. There's a lot of things that don't have at all. And there's a lot, we start at a very, very low base. So therefore, I will do the problem there, the process gap. So one of the differences that you do something about it. And I think that in my role career as an LLD, I drive things through learning space and to achieve an outcome. So one of the things that we actually have worked with IL, of course with ETA, was what we call a workplace learning. Okay, we know that we cannot do very well in the structured learning, so we go into the workplace learning. And happens so workplace is now this is become a more and more popular thing that people keep mentioning. So why not become the first one to adopt it? So our target group for this project was the nurses. As I said, nurses is our core majority staff. And like I said before, we want to build on their thinking capabilities so that they're able to exercise initiatives, decision making with confidence, with professionalism. So we came up with training, we came up with a framework to regulate their thinking. Of course, most interesting is Yichang also had introduced that with IT skill, because how do we want to share and capture learning? One of the best ways is using IT. And of course, being resource constrained, usually use a free access developer. So therefore, we have used some of these e-video or multimeter, teleprompter, all sorts of tools.
No carbon.
No carbon. So I didn't know this carbon today.
All right. I'll be the first to go in and do some training.
Yeah, most welcome. So I think the nurses enjoy very much. Not only they learn how to think critically, which is important, but they also have embraced the new skills that can create content and relate their own story. I think our whole objective is actually to get them to pass on their experience wisdom to the junior nurse in a fun way, in a way that they can relate to. So that was one of the projects that we did together with IL. Quite about more than 6 months to a year kind of thing, and going to a close-up stage very soon. So the aim is eventually we started with nurse, we want to actually expand it to the other non-nurses staff actually. So that I hope that the culture of critical thinking permeates in the entire organization. These are some of the deliverables that we have achieved from this project. We do help them to come up with what are the core attributes that you have, posters, toolkits. We will help them to institutionalize a specific thinking session within their work, so they can step back and reflect how do you approach a certain problem and how do you address it in a more structured and logical manner. And again, you can see a highly visible confidence in their problem solving skill after a few sessions of this training and facilitation. And we managed to curate a quite good fair of videos which we upload in our portal, and of course we hope to create even more with a newer batch of businesses. Another thing that not everything we do with IL, we also do with other friends as well. And one of our friends that we should look back to is the SIT folks. We have done a fair bit of the lean thinking. Now actually we know that we are quite far behind the area of innovation. So therefore we actually work with them very closely and we try to foster a lean thinking within the organization so that we can provide a structured approach for our staff to ideate, to make improvement, to solve problems, to challenge status quo, to find out different ways of doing things. Actually, if you have most of the literature review about training, development, innovation, all are kind of interrelated. And of course, we hope to arrive at that stage with a framework that actually bind them together. People to go to the ways of predicting, you go one way, it must be viewed as a holistic approach. So what we're trying to arrive is to reach to a stage that with this tool helps us become more innovative and progressive organizations. Of course, we always try to attend events, compare those. To some extent, we also copy. Okay? We see someone do better, we shamelessly copy. No problem with that as well. And sometimes it's good. If people do better, we will want to learn so that we can continue to improve ourselves. That's why we have participated in events by IL, the Learning Enterprise Alliance. We even boldly share what we do in the symposium. And then we know, there's so much other people are doing better than us. So I think this kind of knowledge sharing is very important for us to know where we are and continue to improve there.
Oops. Before that, can I highlight one thing?
Yes.
So that's Yi Chang, right? Yeah, sitting there. All right. And in case you get too excited with him, that's me.
Yeah, just talk about use, okay?
All right. Just kidding.
Okay, I think there was there's a questions about what
Who you work with, right?
who
Yeah.
work with, okay.
Yeah.
We work with many people.
Wow.
Yeah, this is primarily our partners in crime to do well in various areas because they have the expertise, they have the skill, they have the resources. And we partner with them through projects, through programs, through events, through courses, and things like that. Because we want to improve ourselves in various areas. Nursing, we have a specific group of partners to work with, HealthCare, innovation, the professional, as well as the leadership and management. Of course, so far, we have come a long way. We have managed to leverage what we know and what we have to improve our operations. And of course, I am happy to share with you about 6 months ago, not just us, but another 6 organizations, we have been appointed to actually uplift and upskill the others in community care as well. Through this appointment as training institute for the community care. So we are one of that. So we are on a different, now a new journey, okay, the learning space and training space as well. So you may scan this QR code to find out what we are, what we do in the training institute. Okay, I think that's about it. I guess, yeah. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, William. And then we'll open up the session to the floor for question as well as all you speakers here. Dr. Ma, you just left just now when I wanted to make a comment during Dr. Yap's speech because we all talking about doctors. I just reminded them that they are nurses in the hospital. So nurses obviously. And by the way, Dr. Ma was a president nurse.
President of what?
Oh, president of ward nurse. Not the nurse to the president. When was that?
205.
205. So later, please tell us a little bit. And I totally agree with Dr. Yap. In 2004, I did a project because of my master's in knowledge management. I did a project called I want to do a knowledge portal for SGH. So I called him. No, in fact, not SGH. I said I want to do a knowledge portal for hospitals. So he put me in touch with SGH and PGMI. Postgraduate, yeah. So I met with the doctor and he said the same thing. FT, doctors very hard to deal with. You want to finish your master's thesis, I suggest you talk to the nurses. So the project ended up, it was a knowledge portal for nurses, and exactly as what William said, they are very compliant because they cannot go to the internet, search for what you need to do for diabetics and then give it to the patient because they got to be sanctioned, right? Because those days they already knew about fake news. So they got to make sure that everything is sanctioned. So we designed a knowledge portal that is non-patient related versus patient related, and then for non-patient related, there was a loop to the doctor before they release it. You know, so that was my project. Those days, wonderful people, nurses. So forget about the doctors. Right? So I'm going to start by asking Yi Chen to say a few words, just to support what William is saying about your project there, because I'm so happy that they put IAL right here.
Oh, yeah. Because this is an event.
Yeah. So I hope Dr. Yap will bring this slide back to National University Healthcare System and say, hey, there's a lot of things that adult educators from IAL can do for the healthcare sector, and if the doctors are not interested, forget about them. We will support the nurses. Right. So over to you, Yi Chen.
Yeah, but why don't you just give us time to...
We will, but say a few words about
Alright,
this,
okay, the project is about building a culture, and the project is trying to encourage the nurses to think. And but then if you say that no, you're not thinking, you're insulting the nurses. How horrible is that, right? But then we try to do things one thing at a time. We sort of like trying to integrate the critical thinking is part of the nursing process, but how would that help them, number one, reduce the stress of their team when they're dealing with their relatives and etc. Number two, they need to produce certain report, which is like legal report, they call it SBAR, like situation background and etc. So whatever we're changing, we got to sell it to them and say that, look, this will ultimately help you increase your confidence level. And because working in the community hospital is not like working in acute hospital, a lot of the time they need to be more independent than nurses in the acute hospitals. So the reason I got into that and very much into that was I believe that the hospital is trying to bring out the gap between nurses working in like community hospital versus acute hospital.
Right.
And I empathize with them and I want to help them build up the confidence level that the gap is going to be closed. And one way is through thinking, and that's all.
Thank you. All right. So thank you very much, Ishak, for sharing. And I want to congratulate him because he's one of the pioneers in the healthcare sector. So because of him, all of us now have a chance to have the lobang, as what Dr. Yap said.
Okay, this part don't believe him.
All right. So we open the time. How much time do we have, Iman, for this sector? 5 more minutes for the Q&A. All right. So anybody has a question for William? Yeah, please. Gentlemen, introduce yourself.
Excuse me. My name is Thomas. I'm from the more on the first aid side training.
Great.
So I have a question to ask. Is most of your staff, your nurses and all these foreigners or Singaporean? Because the things will come into funding, where it will help you if it's Singaporean and you can claim the funding, which will help you to offset the cost. If they are foreigner, you have to come out of your pocket, and then the trainer cannot get as much, also because of the margin of how much cost we can charge. So I'm thinking in the sense that I know almost because my kids go to Hong Kong, so they do visits to the hospital every year a few times. So what I'm saying that, is there any way that your sector can integrate, like getting community helps, but paying them just like a volunteer with volunteer base, but their training don't have to go all the way up to being a nurse. Like I think AIC also has this problem where if they have to be nurses in order to give help, just like now the government is preaching that there's a lot of aging, that we need adult care more on a general basis. But it seems that all the courses, there's a very high restriction. Who can teach? Only nurses.
Right.
But nurses don't want to teach. They have a stable job that they don't even have enough time to complete their OT. But when we trainers want to teach, cannot. You're not from the healthcare sector.
Yeah.
That's a
Great question. That's the question we wanted to address today, right? Besides what I would call it technical skills, which is nursing, right? As a eventually I might be a patient there. I want to make sure that the nurses are trained by nurses, not trained by non-nurses, right? I want to make sure that Dr. Yap is trained by another doctor, not trained by a non-doctor. So to me, technical is something that we probably cannot touch if we are not from the healthcare industry. But as what Dr. Yap mentioned, as what William mentioned, there's a lot of non-technical training, right, that we could help. But back to your point, the first question is that how does funding relate to your the type of staff? Yeah. And then your question is that is there other kind of training that can help a nurse be a better nurse, right? Rather than just you got to be training them to be a nurse. So what do you read?
I think your first part of the question is very easy to answer. There's which side is more, the foreigner? Yeah, it's foreigner. Funding, you rightly pointed out. But we have special funding from the Agency for Integrated Care, which also provide provision to foreigners, foreign staff as well, and it's very generous. So with that support, actually we can actually do a lot of things. Opportunity to train. I guess you can't avoid. The workforce in healthcare is such composition that heavy on the foreigner and also a little bit on the local. Your second part of the question was about
Nursing training, is there something we can do?
nursing training.
If you are not
it's-
part of a nurse.
Yeah, sorry. If it's clinical, you have to be a
Probably non-clinical.
non-clinical.
Help them be more critical thinkers.
You can. Actually, in fact, our nurses attend courses offered by some of these, the management skills,
Right.
the soft skills. So I think it's possible. Just that the core skills required for your medical profession or nursing profession is regulated, so it has to be taught by professionals.
Yeah, professional, but not.
Okay,
clinical.
the right medical professionals.
Sorry, Dr. Yap, please.
You have a point there, because if you're talking about first aid, it does not have to be taught by a nurse, because St. John's Ambulance and all that industry. And so some
point.
part of it is to do with the mindset of I want nurses, I want doctors to teach. Now, so to some extent you can get past that if you can get past some CEOs who, or some senior person who is past that. But the other thing about it is that there is a very big market for like general first aid, that you're not training nurses, right? You're training general public, right? In doing first aid to the people around them. Actually, I'm not sure whether ASC, the silver generation office side of things, the People's Association, they can run courses for the general public. What to do if you see someone collapse and that kind of stuff. But that is not in the healthcare industry. That's it's generic in a sense because it's for the general public. But so the thing is, you very hard to go and try to teach nursing to nurses. But you can do teach simple nursing to non-nurses to use in a non-nursing context. But there might be a big market. But it's about you finding the right marketing into the right market segment. So it's a marketing issue.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
can
please.
I add
Yes.
this on? I have been a member of the Singapore Nursing Board for the past 11 years. It's not that you cannot train nursing procedures, but there's a regulations that bind us has to be nurses to train nursing procedures. Yeah, because apart, it's not just training as simple as just train. You also have to have competencies. So you need to assess. If you yourself don't have that, I'm not saying that you, I mean the person that do not have that experience, it's very hard for them to certify that competencies. And whoever wrote their name in that competency, they will be ultimately responsible for that particular person if that particular person did something drastically wrong.
Right.
Yeah. So it's regulations issues.
Carol, you want to say, Carol?
No,
Let's see a few words on,
I
yeah,
agree
the
with
funding.
Jason about that part. Like, if you want to teach or train standard first aid or even basic first aid, not necessary to the healthcare professionals, there are other avenues, right? Like, for example, they teach this in school and all this. It does not need necessary, and these are all regulated, if I'm not wrong, by the Singapore Resuscitation Council. You have to be accredited by them as a trainer before you can conduct all this training, whether it's BCLS, AED, CPR, or even standard first aid. So I think that piece is not so much as a nurse must be the one that's training a nurse in these life skills.
Very fine. Yeah. Any other questions for, we have 10, or finished, time's up? Okay. Last one? Yeah. Comment? Okay.
I just want to say thank you, William. Okay, it's very nice to feel that you guys are raising me like this.
Yeah.
They use the chance, career hope. Okay, and also because nurses are not just about technical, it's about mindset, it's about emotional. I feel for nurses, and two, at least let them feel that it's talent retention, also a sense of belonging. So do use us. Thank you.
Wonderful. So thank you very much, ladies and
And I hope the rest will also follow.
no, I'm sure. I didn't tell them, but part of the reason why they're here is to brainwash them. Sorry. So thank you very much, William, and a round of applause for.